That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Woo! What's up, everybody? It's your boy Damo Flips. Damn, I feel good today. About to take this ride out to Myrtle. I'm gonna get a couple videos out for you guys before I do. I know a lot of you guys are like, why is tax time? You shouldn't be leaving. But I got a good team, as you should. So this video, it's kind of I don't know, it's kind of like a repeat video because I've been getting a lot of emails of people asking me to break down the dealer rep thing. And I try to tell them just to look at an older video for it. And, I guess because that video was over a year ago, they don't really like it. So I'm already about a year, what's today? We're going into April, right? It's the end of March. So what's that? A year and 4 months. So let's do this. Let's do a year and 4 month catch up. How did I become a dealer rep? We're gonna get through this real quick because there are other videos that I did, and it's still all the same, guys. If you want to be a dealer rep, basically all that means is you're using someone else's license to buy and sell cars. You're using your own money. There's no floor plan. Very rarely is there financing or buy here, pay here. Most dealerships that allow you to do this are going to be cash lots only, okay? Because it's easy for paperwork. It's easy for your taxes. 90% of the time, you're going to be considered a 1099. Do yourself a favor. Start an LLC. When that dealership 1099s you at the end of the year, they're going to 1099 your LLC. Even as one person, it's the same thing as being like a sole prop, but you're a single member LLC. You're allowed to write off a bunch of things. I'm not a CPA by no means. You need to get a CPA and handle your business. Save all your business receipts. If you go out to eat dinner and you talk about the business for a certain amount of time during that dinner, it's considered a business meeting. According to the IRS, again, you're going to want to confirm this for yourself. If you put gas in a vehicle for your business, it's a write-off. If you buy parts, it's a write-off. Mechanics, transportation, everything. Clothes is not a write-off. You cannot buy clothing and write it off. And again, you're going to want to talk to your accountant about it, and that's how you're going to have to handle your business. So, with that being said, if you are an individual who wants to do buy here, pay here, and traditional bank financing, being a rep is not for you. I do suggest if you're going from flipping cars on the street, which from what I understand, guys, is illegal in every state, okay? I don't believe there's one state that you're allowed to buy a car with the intention to make money on it and sell it, whether or not you register that car in your name and pay sales tax on it without a dealer's license. There's a lot of people that do it. Most car dealers started out flipping cars from their driveway, okay? Most car dealers, 99%, let's just go with that number, right? If you don't have a car license, chances are you bought your neighbor's car at one point and sold it to someone else and made XYZ on it, okay? It's against the law. Even if you are keeping your books and you're saying, okay, I bought it for this price, I sold it for this price, I'm going to pay tax on the profit, you still need a dealer's license. In certain states, you're not allowed to sell cars without them being inspected. In certain states, you can't do certain things, right? In the state of Florida, no one really cares, but it's still against the law. So don't do it, guys. I mean, if you're trying to make your transition from the car flipper, which is a guy or person that, I keep saying guy, but man, come on. A person that has no license whatsoever. They're going on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, buying a car from Joe, selling it to fucking Felipe, and keeping the money in between. That's step one of the car game, right? Step two is you become a car rep like I am. I use someone else. We already went over that. Or you open up your own car dealership, which is what I'm looking to do now. It is my opinion, and it's strictly an opinion, that you either A, work for a used car dealer, which is fucking retarded in my opinion, but it'll give you a lot of experience. Not selling cars, but doing the paperwork. Because this is what gets you jammed up, is the fucking paper. Two things, paperwork and taxes. So, or you become a rep for a company like I did. And and this way I'm learning, I'm fucking shit up, but it's not my stuff I'm fucking up. And I'm making money, all right? You get used to the auction. You get used to arbitrating things. You get used to using transport. You get used to talking to mechanics. Because now you went from selling 1 or 2 cars a week or a month out of your driveway to now you have 10, 20 cars and you're hustling. You see what I'm saying? So everything got bigger. Everything got a lot bigger because now you have a car lot. It's someone else's, but you have it. Another thing that new car guys get jammed up with is the sales tax. We as car dealers, at least in the state of Florida, collect sales tax, state sales tax, okay? Every single car we sell, we collect 8.5%. We're in Hillsborough County. So if you sell X amount of cars and you owe at the end of the month $6,000 to the tax, to the taxes, sales tax to the state, you have to pay it. But car dealers are car dealers. Oh, I got $6,000 in my hand. I could go buy that $6,000 car using the tax money, flip it, bang, and make $2,000, and then I'll pay the taxes. You're dead wrong. Can you do it? Sure. But you're wrong. Don't fuck with Uncle Sam. Pay that motherfucker their money. Because I can tell you this right now, they don't stop. They are the biggest motherfucking bully on the block. I don't fuck with Uncle Sam. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care. We can get it on. When it comes to Uncle Sam, when it comes to paying them taxes, I don't play. They want their money, they can have it. Take it, they can have it. It don't matter to me. So a lot of people get jammed up with that. Being a rep is a good opportunity to learn to have a separate account, even though it's not your dealership, right? But you're seeing this. And if you're not paying attention to everything that's going on at that dealership, you're wasting your time. I'm like a fly on the wall. Let me tell you right now, my man called me, the owner of the dealership. We spoke on Friday. He was having an issue with the people he uses for the title. So he hired a girl to go over the paperwork that they do, and she didn't know what the fuck was going on. I took a look at it real quick, bang, 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 made a phone call, figured the whole shit out. But again, I wouldn't have had that experience had that opportunity not presented itself. Now, I didn't even have to do that, but I threw myself in the middle. Not because I'm some fucking ball sucker, because I don't give a shit, I don't get paid, but it's because it's the experience. It's the opportunity to learn something, all right? So that's me. I wanted to learn it. Now I know it. Now it's here. You know what I'm saying? Now I got it. Like, when I have my own spot, if that comes up, I know how to handle that. And it's just, in my opinion, not a lot of money. I mean, I pay $350 a month, $200 a car that the buyer pays. So I pay $350 a month. That's it. If it wasn't for the fact that I wanted to sell, if it wasn't for the fact that I want to have my own little warehouse and have a little bit nicer type of cars and do a little bit of buy here, pay here, then I wouldn't even really care. I'd just stay with this guy probably forever because there's really no reason to leave because he provides everything I need. I got pulled over the other night, 2 nights ago. I got pulled over on the dealer tag, you know, and I wasn't even driving. Leroy was driving. So we get popped. We get pulled over, you know, and I got nothing bad to say about the cops. They were actually really cool. And they couldn't see in Florida, on the bottom of your dealer tag, it says dealer. The way this truck was, the bumper was bent up a little bit. So it covered where it said dealer. So the tag was there. So I said to the cop, I was like, what made you stop us? Like, because they were ahead of us. Pulled off, we passed, and they got on our ass. I'm just like, what happened? You know, so Leroy's like, how did you guys know that the tag was fucked up? And then the cop was like, oh, we got spotters, you know, which basically they're undercover cops, you know, narcos driving unmarked vehicles. And they didn't want, it's called burning them. So they didn't want to pop their cherries and burn that car. So they made a call to a regular black and white. And then they came out and they popped us. They pulled us over. So the other car, the undercover car, the narco car, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they don't burn that. Because every time you turn them cherries on and you got someone pulled over on the side of the road, other cars driving by, I guess mainly criminals, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm running drugs back and forth, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, there's a red, 2013 Expedition over there. And now it's in my memory bank. Like if I see that car and I'm doing something bad, yo, act right. The boys is right there. Or, yo, I've been noticing that's the boys. They've been watching us for a while. You know what I mean? So that's criminal mentality, not mine. Anyway, shit. So the tag came back to nothing because dealer tags aren't registered to vehicles; they're registered to businesses. And it was nice to take, to be able to take the tag off. The registration's there, tag straight up legal, and we got let go. That was it. End of story. That's all provided with that. Now, as a car flipper, you're probably driving around on fake tags or no tags, which means that same situation would have got you a shit ton of tickets. If not, jail. Because I have heard of people going, at least doing an overnighter for driving around with no insurance and fake tags. So, a year and 4 months later, obviously you guys know I'm happy where I'm at. There's been some bumps in the road. The only issues that I have is you have to vibe with other people that are there. And unfortunately, some people there are scumbags. A lot of the things that I see there are if your buyer goes there and you're not there, one of the other guys will steal your buyer. I've had one guy say that the keys weren't there to a vehicle. He was straight up and down. Like, oh yeah, the keys aren't here. Why don't you look at my car? I've had them say cars won't start. I've had my batteries stolen, right? So all these things happened and it sounds shitty. So all I started to do was draw a mark on my battery. Initially it was with a fluorescent spray paint, but that was a pain in the ass. So I just started cutting into them with a knife. I make my mark. And if I find out you have my battery, like anyone, if you steal from me or anybody, you deserve an ass whooping. And we're going to handle our business the way we should, the way society should let you. You know what I'm saying? I think, again, I'm a rambling ass motherfucker, but I think people just forgot what happens when you fuck up. And, I'm quick, fast to remind you, or you're going to remind me. I'll lose that one, whatever. I'm no tough guy. But you steal from me, you get what's coming. So I started marking it, okay? And there's a lot of scumbag shit that goes on at these places. And if you're not there, like me, I'm not there Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I had to put someone in there to hold me down. And it worked out well. It's working out well. My thing is, excuse me, I'm just playing on my leg here, giving you guys a leg shot. I don't know if you can see that. My thing is I want residual income, and I can see that through buy here, pay here. So I've done buy here, pay here in the past. I love buy here, pay here. A lot of people say it's a headache. I love it. So yeah, so a year and 4 months later, man, I'm happy. The only reason why I'm leaving, like I said, is because I want to do that. But it's a great stepping stone. I've learned a lot. I know a lot of you guys from the comments I've received and the emails I received. I know this experience for me has helped you, so that's cool as hell. And that's it, So yeah, I would do it. I would suggest doing it for at least a year. Find someone, do it for a year, learn the in and the outs of the business. It's a lot less of a commitment than like right now. I'm looking at a place for $2,000 a month. Supposedly it could hold 20 cars indoors, which I think is a steal of a deal. It's not in Tampa. And in my opinion, where I'm from, you want to sell cars in Tampa. Tampa is centrally located. I think we have like 2 or 3 airports very close to Tampa. You have Orlando, which is like an hour away. Tampa International. Then you have Clearwater, which is on the other side of the bridge. You have major expressways and highways. You have I-4, 275, and 75, all run through or to Tampa. So Tampa's kind of like the central hub for where I am right now. Unfortunately for me, the place that I'm looking... So in Tampa, you can't find... So that warehouse I just told you about for $2,000 in Tampa is probably a $4,000 warehouse. the cheapest lot I found in Tampa was about $3,000. I think I showed you guys that video, and it could only hold about 20, 30 cars, okay? And it was 3,500, I'm lying to you. And that's before you turned on the electricity, and it was on a one-way street. I don't know how you guys feel about that. For me, I want to be on a two-way street. I want to preferably be on a corner, hopefully with a stoplight. You know, I want it all. I want it all. Because what I've learned is a lot of people out there won't turn around. A lot of people, you know, if they pass you, there's fuck it. It's not worth fuck it. You know, so with the warehouse, it's over the bridge. So it's about 30 minutes, 40 minutes from my house. The price is right. Hopefully the guy will build a big enough office for myself. And you know, I got 2 partners that want to come in with me. They're my homeboys. So I'm all about breaking bread with people. Like, I'm all about that. And like I said to my one homeboy last night or the night before, I was like, make no mistake about it. I'm not bragging. I'm not boasting. I don't need you to be there to hold my hand. I don't need the other guy to be there to hold my hand. I don't need your money. I don't need nothing from nobody. Okay, I'm a self-made individual. I don't have much, but I got me. And that's really how I feel. Like, as long as I'm holding me down, I'm gonna win, right? So, with that being said, I wanted them to know that they're not doing me a favor, right? And it's important to do that in the beginning, because you don't want anyone to be have a different view of what it is, you know? And they don't need me. Let's be perfectly honest. They all have their own money, their own way, everything. We work well as a team because we're people. It's nice to break bread with your people. You keep the overhead low. If you outgrow that spot, God bless you, go do your own thing. Vice versa, it holds true for anyone. But that's me. I come from an area where, you know, we break bread together. I don't need you, you don't need me, but if I got it, you got it. You got it, I got it. And that's how we live. And that's really, truly how I am. You know what I mean? That's why the teams I put together and the people that are with me, they know they're with me. You feel me? And that's what you guys need to do as well. But I think this whole video was nothing but rambling. Anyway, true to life, do it. If you have the opportunity to be a rep, do it. You might like it. You might never get your own dealership because it's that good. If this guy did have buy here, pay here, and he had financing, I don't see the reason why I would leave. But he doesn't, and he doesn't want to do it. To him, it's a headache, and I don't understand how it's a headache because I've done buy here, pay here. Maybe the accounting aspect of it would be a headache. I get that. But if you could do traditional financing, I don't see why that would be a headache. You're still 1099ing someone at the end of the day. Oh, another cool thing. He doesn't touch the money. So he uses Wayne Reeves, which is an awesome software, okay? I've never actually used Frazier. I've used Frazier, but just not that long. Like, not enough to say yes. It was a long time ago, and I heard Frazier really up their game. Anyways, we use Wayne Reeves, and it's cool because whoever's car it is listed as a salesperson, right? So at the end of the year, when he's getting everything at 1099, he just types in your name, and it tells you all the cars you sold as the salesperson. And then he just gives you that's your 1099. And it'll tell you the grand total of your car sales. Less the taxes, less the $200 fee, because it's already all broken down. So you have this number, and then you'll take that number, you'll take that paperwork to your accountant, and you'll say, hey, I sold, for argument's sake, $100,000 in cars. Okay? If the $100,000 was strictly profit, let's just say you got to pay 30 to 40% on tax. Again, this is just numbers I'm throwing out there. That means that you would have to spend, let's just say 40%. You'd have to cut a check for $40,000 to the IRS. And now this is where your tax write-offs come into play, so on and so forth. But anyway, guys, this video, I don't even know if I'm going to put this out because I feel like I just went over some shit that I already went over, and I told you guys how much I like it, and I'm going to open up a dealership. So, I don't know. If I do, listen, I threw it out there for you. If not, well, I guess you won't know. Shit. Anyways, I hope everything's going well. I hope I have a great time. I hope I have a great time. And that's that, guys. All right. I'll talk to you later. Later.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.